What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745. This is going to be the third and final part of the task video. The very next video will be me unlocking and recruiting Moon Knight. And I actually have only a little bit more than 8 hours left on my research. But I wasn't able to post a video any sooner than this. I apologize for that. On certain days throughout the week, I'm only able to post in the morning or at night. So the second research kind of finished at a bad time for me, and that's why I wasn't able to make a video right away. But even though I'm a little bit late putting this up, I still wanted to go through and at least complete the third part of the task list. Also, just like the last video, we will be using the item that we just finished researching. Now with this last bit of dialogue, they kind of say, once again, they're going to give you the item. So we do get the holographic shield, and you can find that in your inventory. You also gain 3,000 silver. After that, you're going to come up on a pretty lengthy dialogue, and it talks about the vigilante once again, and the fact that he's impersonating yet another hero. This time, the hero is Spider-Man. So throughout this process, we've been told that the vigilante is impersonating several different heroes, and all these heroes happen to represent his various personalities. This also ties into his in-game abilities, and how he switches classes and takes on certain aspects of each of these heroes: Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America. Now for the next task on our task list, number 9, you must defeat 10 street thugs. And these street thugs can be found in Season 2, Chapter 2, Mission 5. So we're going to actually go and look for these in Mission 5, and while we do that, we're going to equip the holographic shield and the retractable claw. And I will show you a battle where we're using both of these items, and we'll take a look at how they work together, and their animations. So first up in this battle is our agent, and we're going to use that brand new weapon, the holographic shield. So it's going to hit one enemy and place dizzy and exposed. It also protects allies from single target attacks. So let's go ahead and use that on the bruiser. By the way, this says it's a melee attack, which is kind of weird, because it's like you're throwing a shield, but only it's a hologram. Yet it's a hologram that can do damage. They explained this in the dialogue. But either way, it's kind of weird because I would consider that a ranged attack. Oh, and that was awesome. We just got a retractable claw counterattack as well, this early in the battle. So we got to see both weapons already. And to be honest with you, these weapons are pretty nice. And I'm really excited to see that multifunctional item, the Vigilante Toolkit. Maybe one of the biggest questions that I have is about that evasion. Just how high of a chance is it? And will it make your character extremely hard to hit? Especially when you put it along with an item like the synthetic cube, or maybe with Phantom X or someone that provides a lot of evasion. I mean, Damon Hellstrom and Future Foundation Spider-Man are just another few good examples of this. I'm really interested in testing it out, especially since I'd prefer to even have an evasion team over a defensive team. Evasion is just incredible, and it really could be amazing if it's done right. Unfortunately, it seemed broken for so long in this game. But anyways, back to the battle. We're using the holographic shield once again, and there you see Dizzy and Exposed come up. Next, we're going to use the Widowmaker from Black Widow, and then the flying kick on that blaster. Unfortunately, that attack came up just short, so we're going to have to waste another attack on that blaster. But now our Iron Man's going to finish it with the Heartbreaker Unibeam. And that actually was the last 5 street thugs that we had to finish for the task. So I didn't think it was too tough finding those 10 street thugs, especially since I was able to face 5 in one battle. Next, there will be a short dialogue, and then you have to make sure that you have some distress calls to pick up from your allies. So hopefully you didn't visit all of your allies and pick up their distress calls just yet, because you must pick up 3 distress calls for task 10. And by the way, I think these last tasks are probably the easiest of them all, and I went through them extremely fast. Also, I did miss one quick dialogue with Spider-Man, and I assume he just cracked a joke. But I'm sorry, I quickly hit the OK button, and I missed it completely myself. But we didn't miss the next dialogue. And while this is running, let me just say, make sure you do not finish the hood or exit out of Mission 5 once you complete that Street Thug challenge, because the very next task will involve the boss of Season 2, Chapter 2, Mission 5. And when I got this task, I was pretty pleased because we already had him unlocked and sitting on the map. So as soon as this task came up, I knew I'd be able to complete it right then and there. Imposter task 11 of 12. You must defeat the Hood. And he is the boss of Chapter 2, Mission 5, like I said. You'll be given a command point when you complete this. And also you'll get the blueprint for the next research. So we went ahead and completed this battle, and now we're skipping ahead to when we get the blueprint. It's for the wrist slinger. And when you go into the research lab, you'll find out it takes the exact amount of time as the other two researches. And this item has evasive, which has high chance to avoid melee and ranged attacks. And this is what I was referring to earlier. I'm pretty excited to see what that high chance exactly means. Is it going to proc all the time? If it does, it could be kind of overpowered, but I definitely want to use it with an evasion team. So after I complete this research, I'll show you all three of these items in combat, as well as unlock Moon Knight. So you'll definitely want to stay tuned for that video, which should be out tomorrow morning. Now there's only one more thing left to do for this video. That's to show this last task, and then go to the lab and research the wrist slinger. And yes, I could have just clicked on it there, but I accidentally exited out. So I go back and then just click on the wrist slinger. It'll take you to the lab, and then there you see it's another 16 hours and 100 silver. So let's go ahead and start that, and the countdown has begun. At this point I actually only have about 7 hours left, and after that I will have finished the gathered evidence task. And Moon Knight should be unlocked at that point. So we'll purchase him for 90 command points, and show you him in early action. So like I said, stay tuned for that video tomorrow morning. And as always, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a rating. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Lastly, good luck and take care.